Well, hello, shell buddies, and welcome back to the ESH-Way BEEZ-You channel. As you know, last weekend we had Come Shell With Me number 3, Come Shell Paradise. Let's go and take a look today at the fun that we had while we were out there at Paradise Grill and pass-a-grille point. It's an answer to Talon, and a nice one. Water flowing from where the dredge is right down to here, where this end of this little pile of sand is cut off. That guy there, yes, that is a corrugate jewel box sitting on my wrist. There's a nice big Van Heining's cockle there. Last weekend we had Come Shell With Me number 3, where we went out to pass-a-grille at the Paradise Grill and down to the bottom of the point for some group shelling and some fun. This was our third Come Shell With Me event. We tried to do it twice last year. The first one was great. We went to DeSoto, then we went to pass-a-grille. The second one, Dahlia messed up my date and my tide and my moon and everything, so we had to move it back a number of days until things had settled down and it was actually safe to go. So since I kind of got gypped a little last year on the Blue Moon Come Shell With Me, I wanted to do it again this summer, and it's so much fun that I think we're going to make this an annual thing. This time through, we got a table over at Paradise Grill, and I was able to set some stuff out, including my DREMELs, and show people a few tricks with those, and then we hit the beach, went on over there right at Paradise Grill, checked a little south, saw the Dredge project, and then we worked our way over to the dog beach and around to the rocks. Let's go take a look at the fun we actually had out there, some of the things we found, and how the Dredge project is progressing over at pass-a-grille. Welcome to pass-a-grille. We are at the Paradise Grill right now here at pass-a-grille point on the Gulf side of the ocean, taking a look at what's going on out here shell-wise. We've already gotten together at Paradise Grill and given out a few gifts already to people. What folks were given today is a tiny jar. How fun are these? So I gave out some tiny jars, and a few folks didn't make it down yet, so I'm still keeping an eye out for them. But we are going to get in the water and shell. At this point in the day, I tell people to scatter and go whatever direction they want, see what they find, and then we're going to probably end up at the dog beach and the bottom in just a little while. So we're here heading south from Paradise Grill. We were not expecting to see the dredge running. It is Saturday in the evening. It's already almost 6 o'clock here. Yeah, but they weren't supposed to be doing the 24/7 thing until they worked on phase 2. Well, I mean, admittedly, they're behind. They lost a couple of weeks too, because we did have a few storms. So the dredge is running, sand is pumping. People are at the beach, people are shelling, swimming. Now we are keeping an eye to the sky a little bit, but as most of the wind is coming out of the south, things are kind of getting pushed away from the shore and a little bit away from us. Hoping that's the case. But if we catch some rain, we will head right there to the hurricane and go have a bite to eat and a drink. Now you can see how much sand we have here, as opposed to the day that we came up scouting and checking things out. A lot of beach exposed already, and still more to come. On our way to a -0.4 low tide tonight, just before 8 o'clock. Right around sunset time. Ooh, that one's pretty. He is nice. And so is the jingle by him. Look how pretty that is. There we have a lovely calico scallop and a little jingle shell. Hot today, but a nice breeze. Did you find something cool?
She's here for banded tulips. I'm like,
oh, nice. Usually we pick up more tulips over on the other side of the rocks, but the only way to get there is from the dog beach and going around the bottom. We're probably headed that way in a little while. Yeah. Yeah, we're headed that direction. Have fun, guys. We had to load the car back up and put away all the books and the DREMEL stuff, so everybody hit the beach and went up a little bit ahead of us, but we're catching up. We are not in a hurry. We are here to stroll and enjoy. And ID shells. Ooh, speaking of ID shells, looky cookie, babe. It's an alternate talon. And a nice one. Well, we're gonna go ahead and recreate our shot from last year. Did the same thing with an alternate talon last year. Kind of try to get it in front of the sun so you can see how see-through and beautiful it is. And tell you that pass-a-grille is one of the few places that you can find these fairly readily here on the Gulf side. Nice shell, very fragile. What else is in this little pile of stuff? Let's see. I see coquinas. Ooh. There's a nice white one. That's really cute. That's a cute little coquina shell. Yeah, I do think by looking at what's washing in where we are, that the bottom will be awesome. So we're probably gonna check the bottom a little bit in just a short while. Oh, it's lovely out. Balmy with a beautiful breeze. A great day to be at the beach for sunset. Holy smokes. Oh, thank you. I found 2 of the 3 shells right here at pass-a-grille. Yeah. Looks like John's got a fighting conch. Ooh, live ones. I love live critters.
I think you got after him a little bit.
I think you jumped at him.
I think so. He's coming out of
Aww.
it.
I see your little eye stalk there, buddy. And look at the collar. Look at that beautiful purple right inside the shell right there. There's his little eye. He's looking at us, saying hello. Hello, friend. And there's his operculum right here, attached to his little foot.
He probably has a concussion because that kid threw him hard.
Oh, I just saw a nice sunray Venus right here. There. All right, little friend. I'm gonna make you a hole to kind of hide you a little bit so people don't mess with you. And then there is a lovely sunray Venus clam. Very nice. Our crossbar Venus is here in this stretch of beach. Surf clam, I think. But an alternate talon right at my feet as well. There's an alternate talon there. And there we have a little surf clam. Nice. These guys are cool. Now, you can see with the wind, the surf action gets chopped up a little bit, and it's giving us a little bit of chocolate milk kind of here in the water, making stuff hard to see through. As you can also see when this pulls back, I'm basically standing in all kinds of stuff. There's like loads of shells and frit and all sorts of stuff down here. I keep seeing things tumble through. I want to get down closer where that dredge is running now. Ah, John's got an alternate talon as well.
They all got holes in them.
Well, yeah, it looks like they got moon snail attacked. The holes are kind of beveled. Cool. Another neat alternate talon. Here's a nice prickly cockle. Oh, how pretty. Look at that peachy pink in there. That's lovely. Gorgeous little prickly cockle. Very nice. I keep drifting over here to the water to cool off. It's warm.
I have so much trouble trying to...
Yes, this one's a surf clam. A fragile macra will actually be a little narrower this way.
What is it?
Fragile macra?
Mattress.
They go this way a little more. They go a little longer this way, and they have a distinct ridge this way.
Oh,
So they're a
maybe
little
we
more
thought it was
oblong.
mattress. They
But
thought it
yep,
was
that's a surf clam.
Thank you. I thought it was a...
Figured you'd like that.
And John got a nice scallop. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at the orange.
I don't know what it is.
I'm your huckleberry. What do you got?
Is this a corrugated gold box? Or
Here.
That guy there, yes, that is a corrugate jewel box sitting on my wrist.
And what's this?
That is also a piece of a corrugate jewel box. And then this is a spiny jewel box.
This
Calico
is
scallop.
a coquina.
White Atlantic simile.
That's a white Atlantic. We got a bunch of those.
I do like that shell too. And
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of the
I got
time they
that
have like a
for you.
peachy yellow with some spots on the inside.
And
They're
this
really
is
quite pretty.
This is a
That's a calico scallop and that's a calico scallop. Yep.
So the bay scallops don't have the little wings on the side, is that right?
Well, they do, but they get much bigger, and their ribs shapes are different. One's more square, one more round.
Okay.
So yeah, but you can tell size-wise. And the bays just aren't vibrant like the calicos are.
Oh, bay?
That is a bay, yes ma'am. And it looks completely collectible. Like, it's got a little hole in them down there, but that's okay. That is definitely a bay scallop.
Pretty.
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
This is a small surf clam.
Yes, that is a little small surf clam. He's a cutie pie.
Okay. So
Aw.
I get the white Helen and the
Oh, did you
alternate
get?
Helen.
Did you find some of the alternates? Because we've picked up a few already. John and I
Okay,
have.
Let's see what.
These are alternate talons. These guys right here.
Okay, I got a few of those at.
You can tell they're the talon because they've got that round and then that kind of point that goes back, and they're super see-through. See
okay.
how like the light goes right,
Okay,
like, right through it.
I collected some of those the other day.
Yep,
so-
those are the alternate talons.
Sweet.
Look at the size of that sand dollar, y'all.
Yep.
This guy would have been about that big.
Yep.
He's a monster.
We were seeing monster chunks yesterday at Fort Minnesota.
And honestly, north end of DeSoto is a really good spot to get them. You get out in the water at low tide about waist deep, and there's loads of them out there.
We got scared because you said that water comes up there, and that's different looking than when she last off.
Yeah, well, it's happened to Honeymoon and to Fort DeSoto where the top's been cut off.
Yeah, that's
Completely, yeah. Now we're hitting more stuff down here too. And look at that dredge flow, goodness. And that dredge is going full. What'd you find?
Alternate talon?
Yes, ma'am, that is an alternate talon. You're right.
That's the first one I found.
There you go. We picked up a couple of them actually. There's a few of them out here. And please, by all means, you guys, share your pictures on the Shell Buddies Facebook page. That would be great.
And here are some of the fun pictures that folks did share from the day, posted into the ESH-Way BEEZ-You Shell Buddies Facebook page. Come on over and check out the page if you want to see some more.
Oh, you got an urchin and he looks alive.
He's not alive. He's not moving. But I figured you'd want to show it to him.
Well, I don't know. He's still got all his needles, so we're gonna put him back in the water.
But yeah, I figured you'd want to show it.
Do you guys want to see a sea urchin?
I found it. I just put it back. I took it to the water. Must have come back.
Yeah, he's gonna go back in the water. But that's a little sea urchin.
See if he was moving or not.
And he was moving on
He
us.
was moving.
Oh, he was moving. Then we have to put him back in the water.
He walked right back up because we
Put him way out there.
Well,
And I put him like in that
you know what? What if I settle him over here on this sand and then he can't follow anywhere? Well, yeah, but that'll put him back in the water and he'll be happy. Okay, little buddy. We're just gonna put you right here in all this wet stuff and keep you protected. There you go.
There you go, little buddy.
All right, little friend, good luck. And that dredge is running. And you can see where they're pulling the sand from across the channel over at the north end of Shell Key, where those little posts are sticking up here. And that smoke is kind of drifting. That is the barge where the pump itself is actually located. And look at how it's coming in. Oh my goodness gracious. Pump that sand, fellas. Obviously been moving quite a lot around today, and you can see that there's little shells and all kinds of stuff in there too. So I have a feeling after this is all done, shelling here could be very interesting for a while. Let's see what's in the water. It is so chocolate milk. And I can show you why. See the water flowing from where the dredge is right down to here, where this end of this little pile of sand is cut off. All that is sandy water just running right over here onto the Gulf side. Not that easy to get it to stay where they put it, that's for sure.
So, when I was planning this event, I really seriously was not expecting a dredge pump to be running at like 6 p.m. on a Saturday night in phase 1. I knew that if they get the approvals for phase 2, that was going to be a 24/7 thing. But I had no expectation that the dredge was going to be running or that it was going to cloud the water so badly over on that side. Because, gosh, when we went and scouted it over there, it was so beautiful. The water was clear. I was expecting to be able to see right through just like we had the other day. I was not expecting for us to see the dredge running and for the water to get turned into such chocolate milk while we were there. So it made finding things a little trickier over on the Gulf side.
But this is why it's so chocolate milk too. See all the water just running, all the sandy water just running down in? So yeah. All right, I think we should head back to the van and move down to the dog beach. That's what I think.
Whatever.
I want to go find Tinies, and I know the bottom's good for Tinies. We're gonna head up and grab the van and head over to the dog beach side and move on. It's the water so churned up and dirty from the wind and then from this going that we're having a hard time seeing in the water. And we're gonna move to the bottom.
I think it's probably easiest for us to walk that one.
Yeah, we're gonna move on over to the dog beach side and get around to the bottom. There should be lots of cool Tinies over there. There's a little baby spiny jewel box for somebody. Who wants a tiny spiny?
A tiny spiny.
Yeah.
And she makes jokes. Tiny.
There's a little half of a spiny jewel box.
That looks right there like a little surf clam.
There's another surf clam. There you go.
Well,
Fun.
oh.
Ooh, this is a old sunray Venus. Like a really old sunray Venus. Look, he doesn't even have any sun rays.
The right way. It just doesn't have any marks.
Yep, he's missing all of his marks. That's kind of fun. And I'm sure there's shells further up in the high line too. But after everybody walks all over it, that was a piece of a true tulip you just tossed out of the... That was nice.
If I had another one, I was going to make earrings out of it.
Well, you can cut that piece in half and make earrings. Yeah. You have the tools. You have the knowledge. There's lots of nice jingles out here too. Some good sized ones. There's a piece of worm there. Seeing broken surf clams all over the place too. Lots of those. I know there's a ton of stuff in this water, but I just can't see it. Oh wow, look at the size of this jingle. Holy moly. That's a big boy. There you go, Sabrina. That's a big boy. Oh, that breeze. It does. It's hot, man. It's crazy hot out here today. Even with this breeze. Oh, that one's kind of tore up and ripped up, but that guy's kind of cute. He's got pretty color on the inside. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do we got here? Who wants a kitten paw? That's a kitten paw. They are adorable. I do love those. What's this? Little broken juvie fighting conch.
Oh, yeah.
Just a half of one.
I found a cute little tiny juvie conch for her.
Nice. I I like the bottom for tinies. I always do good over there with tinies. But when I was here Monday, or prior to Monday, a few days prior to that, like Wednesday last week, I found lots of littles further up.
A true piece, a three-piece.
Now, usually find more tulips and murexes on the other end, on the south end. But you know, it was worth coming here. What do we got?
Sit at the table.
Yes. This is a comb, this is a comb bittersweet in my hand here. What do you got there, babe? Hinge spiny, how cute.
See them pink on the outside.
And there's a comb bittersweet.
Oh, I just learned these last week.
They look like that with little brown lines on them. That one's a little bit faded, but that's what that is.
And then I realized I
Yeah.
have like 20 or so of them.
Yeah, they're awful cute.
They are cute.
We don't get the, they are. We don't get the Atlantic ones over here unless it's like a rare find, but.
Strawberry sauce. Yeah, we didn't know I had that.
Oh, those are awesome. They're not that easy to find either. Those are an awesome shell. The little Dove strawberry cockle. Love those.
And I found a flamingo knuckle.
Oh, the little flamingo tongue ones? Those are cool too. Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, but I didn't.
We don't get those over here very often either.
I found it in Bimini.
Oh, I say, we've never found.
Yeah, that's like a Miami shell kind of. Like you don't find them all that often around.
The boat got to the
There's a simile right there. There's a white Atlantic simile. And it's already got a hole put into it too.
very convenient.
It is.
Are these arcs?
That is an arc, yes.
Okay, those are what I,
Cut ribs and transverses are the most ones, mostly what we get here for arcs. There's a little white Atlantic simile. Ah, there's a nice calico scallop with the low oxygen sediment discoloration. There you go. And I was hoping we'd see some coquinas in action. I think those guys are so cute. Yeah, there's places we go on Longboat where and Lido where it's just full of them, and I see 100 or so of them coming up and down. DeSoto's another good spot to see those.
Hey, here's when y'all can practice cleaning. Here's when you can practice.
Hey, you want to practice on a shell?
oh my, that one's got a lot of work.
No, it doesn't.
No, that'll take seconds. That won't take hardly any time at all.
Yeah,
What you got there?
I don't have my other glasses, so.
I can't have it.
That looks like limestone concretion. Some little fossil shells stuck in there. Old piece of limestone. There's another tell in there.
No.
Yep, that's the alternate tell in there. Those are such a cool shell. I just love those. They're just so pretty.
Here's more. I ought to have a jar that you can fit in. All white ones.
I like using the white ones for making lights.
Oh, I just said.
Light comes shining through there. There's a buttercup lucine right there. Yes, ma'am. And another one right there. That's a cool black jingle right there by you too. Actually, he's nice.
My husband loves people.
They're so cute. And then look at the color on that crossbarred Venus.
Oh, we were getting a few of these.
She's all yellow with no purple. That's beautiful. Do find some pretty good yellow colored stuff here around pass-a-grille. Here we go, another alternate telling. Has anybody not gotten one of these yet? That is an alternate telling.
Oh, cool.
See how see-through they are? They're super cool. And kind of fragile, so it's nice to find them on the beach because they get broken a lot. It is. Yes, indeedy. You can tell because of that weird, like, maroon color on them, yeah. That's a corrugate jewel box, all right. Yes.
You guys are looking for.
Shells. We're picking up shells, yeah.
That's awesome. Have you guys found any shark's teeth?
Not so much here,
I found one at DeSoto.
which you can find them at DeSoto and at Egmont, and then down further south at Venice.
Oh, yeah?
And Venice Beach,
Rohart.
Casperson Beach, Minnesota Key Beach. There's loads of them down there.
Awesome.
Loads and
We've
loads of
been
them.
trying to look for them, but we
You're not
can't
going to find
any
them
today.
here.
Closest to here, Egmont. Early in the morning, it's nice and calm here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
we're gonna head to the point down on the other side. Get on at the dog beach.
Sounds like a plan. That's probably where the good stuff.
But if you want to come back here in the morning when it's not all wavy and choppy and the dredge hasn't been running, you'll see a lot more stuff. I really did not.
Usually that.
No, I did not expect to see them
No, it
out
was
here
crystal
today.
clear
It was
Monday.
so clear when we were here Monday. It was insane.
We were not see everything.
Yeah, we could see right through.
They're gonna run or not run.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we'll see you over there.
Fun to go to the dog beach.
Okay. You pull out here. This is Gulf Way or whatever, and the other one's pass-a-grille way. You can literally see across where that
Yes,
car
I
just
see
went.
it.
That's pass-a-grille way. That's where we're headed, across there
Yeah,
and down to the bottom.
all the way down and loop.
Yeah, we're gonna go
down there anyway. We've got it.
We're gonna go this way, turn left at the condos, and come back up right by the dog beach. We're gonna just stay right on this drag, go down and around. No, it's we just know that that's the dog beach.
Did she tell you where to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This way and go around the corner and loop around and end up right over there where we see that water.
Yeah, and we're gonna be at the bottom. We're not gonna be anywhere up near this far. We're gonna be at the bottom of the peninsula.
Stay down at that end.
Stay down at that end because we're gonna park, and then we're gonna go rocking around the bottom and get on the other side of the rocks.
Well, with the dredge running, it made shelling over here a little tricky and really gave us some pretty serious chocolate milk conditions there. Visibility was not very good on the Gulf side. Then again, who expects a dredge to be running at 6 o'clock on a Saturday? Anyway, so we decided to move locations and go to the bottom of pass-a-grille point, going behind Islands End Resort from the dog beach side over to the rocks area. Besides, if you've been watching my channel for a while and you know about pass-a-grille, then you know the rocks is where it's at. I love the rocks. I love the rocks. It's my favorite spot to go. I love the rocks. I love the rocks. They're great. Ooh, I love shelling that section over there. It's just so much fun. If you haven't been over to pass-a-grille or to the rocks or seen what it is I'm talking about, I'm going to go ahead and put a link right here in the video to a little card that should take you to the pass-a-grille playlist so you can see some more.
All right, we have moved from Paradise Grill area over to the dog beach side. The dredge was running today, which was very unexpected for a Saturday afternoon. So it was making the water really hard to see through and really tough to see the shells that were in it. So we came over here, a little calmer, a little quieter, and we'll find a few more things, I think, between here and the bottom. All right, so walking the little rack line here on the dog beach side. Much quieter, and water is much clearer today over here. Much clearer. What we got down here? Let's take a look. Calico scallop. Been around a while. He's a little old. He's kind of pretty. Lots of crossbars. Here's a little Van Heining's cockle. Oh, maybe it's not so little. It's buried under the sand. Ooh, wow. Look at him. Nice deep dark colors of the Van Heining. Beautiful. That's pretty cool. What you got, honey? Yeah? Oh, pretty scallop. Look at the yellow and pink. How lovely. That's a nice one. Gorgeous.
Yep.
Hi, Pop-Pups.
This is Buster. That's Buster.
Hi.
That's Romeo.
Hi, are you nice?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, hello,
As long
sweetheart.
as you're not four-legged, you're
Hi. And you got big feet. Wow, you got big feet.
Yes, he does.
What are you talking about? I got 4. I got 6. Hello, Golden. With your ball right there in your big hole.
That's what he loves.
Nice. Cutie pie. Ah ha ha. This is fun. There's a piece Nice, a fighting conch. We should find some more of these really soon. Nice. Yeah, there's a nice bay scallop there. And another one. There's two good ones right there, two bays. There we go. Prickly cockles, pieces of fighting conchs, all kinds of stuff. There you go, Sabrina. Bay scallops.
Thank you.
So are you digging Florida? Is it what you thought it was going to be like?
So hot. My friend dreams about me growing because I promised and
No, where in the city do you live? In Brooklyn, okay. There's a gal who's got a channel. She goes out to Plum Island, moons like this big.
Really?
Really big Atlantic moonstils, yeah. Huge ones. It's, I want to say her channel is Plum Island Sea Cabin or something like that. Plum Island?
Plum Island?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice worm snail, dear. That one's a fun one. Here's a nice yellow cockle. This is a good one. Ooh, gorgeous inside. Beautiful.
One thing I am not giving up today.
Oh, that's an operculum. Nice operculum, dear. And a yellow cockle. Better put that operculum in there so it doesn't break. Hey, I found a turkey wing.
Cool.
Oh, that's a good one. You're gonna want that. That is a zigzag arc, aka a turkey wing.
Oh, I love turkey wings.
I do too. They're so goofy and they're so wild looking. I just love them. Oh, there's a really nice yellow cockle right there too. I wonder if I can get it. There we go. Pretty little yellow prickly cockle. Very cool. Have you found a yellow one yet? Yellow cockles.
Oh, those are cool.
Aren't they fun?
Yeah.
All right, now start taking a look at stuff, because from here to around this whole area,
Okay.
this is Islands End Resort that we're behind right here.
Okay.
Once upon a time we used to walk under that, but a ton of sand transport has happened and kind of filled all this in. But yeah, we're in a little zone where there's all kinds of shells. Hey, that's a little juvenile fighting conch. Nice find. And then that stuff there is the inside nacre from a pen shell right there.
I like those colors.
I do too. They're so beautiful. Yeah, what we got here? A prickly cockle there. There is part of a tulip, not a whole one. Atlantic giant cockle and part of a really torn up fighting conch. So yep, the shells are changing as we get around the bend. Oh, tell me that's a tulip. That is a tulip. Now you have one. Oh, look at the little juvenile fighting conch right by your feet. Just hit your toes. Yeah. There you go. Nice. Georgianne, did you find a tulip yet?
I haven't. But I did find
Nice.
lightning whelk. I can't have any more.
There's a tulip for you. So yeah, we're getting into some different stuff over here at the bottom, which is fun.
Awesome. Yeah,
Oh, by all means. Tore up old whelk, really torn up. Wow. What do we got here? There's a quahog clam. He's almost blue.
Oh, wow.
Check it out.
Sure enough.
Pretty cool, huh?
I found one that kind of was that gray blue.
It's a discoloration from getting into low oxygen content sediment, and it causes them to release iron sulfide, which changes their color.
Yeah, here's a ragged.
Oh, there's a nice tulip.
Here's a ragged tulip.
Look at that beauty.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
That's a nice one.
It's a nice one. Oh, I see an olive.
Oh, you should see more of those as we round this bend too, because there's quite a few. And as we get around this corner, see how you can still see where it's shallow out a ways? Right as we go around here. So it's good to look in the sand because some of it gets buried. Like here's a fighting conch and here's a fighting conch. And this one's terrible, but this one's nice.
Sure enough, yeah.
So yeah,
Good.
just kind of half buried in the sand.
Oh wow, check this out. It's a really old ripped up Florida cone. How cool is that? Hey, it's still a cone.
Cool. There's a tulip there. A couple of ratty fighting conchs. There goes an olive. Yep. There's lots of little fun things down here. Look at them all. Oh, all right.
Those are cute. What is that called?
That's a ribcantharus there. What is this? Top off of a parallel. That's cool. And there's a white Atlantic simile right there. Right on. How are you? Mwah, love you.
I didn't.
Welcome,
I
welcome.
couldn't come at 4:30. I said I'll just come here to the dog beach and then meet them for sunset.
But I got one of these for you.
Look at that! Isn't that adorable?
Isn't that fun?
I like that the way you. You know, issue. Do you mean ESH-Way? 'Cause I'm
ESH-Way,
French.
yes. Washed up,
Yeah.
washed ashore, has-been.
Yeah.
It's a has-been until I play with it.
Oh.
Get it?
Yeah.
Look at this one. See, it's because of the blue. That's what I love.
Oh, that guy
What
is
is it
old.
called?
It's a discoloration that happens in low oxygen sediment, and it causes an iron sulfide reaction, and it turns the shell dark like that.
'Cause
Yes.
Okay, you've heard me mention this before, low oxygen sediment discoloration. And I found this great information at Bailey Matthews' site that sort of explains what's actually happening here. This occurs because the shells are sitting in mud that is low in oxygen and also may have some anaerobic bacterial decomposition going on, which will also produce sulfide. The trace amounts of iron in the shells combine with the sulfide, and you get an iron sulfide reaction causing this shell's discoloration. Try to be careful when cleaning shells like this, because if you soak them in bleach, you'll actually remove that discoloration too. I've had it happen to a couple of mine.
And that color too, we'll get a little bit of it here, but up in the northeast is where they really get a lot of that on shells.
Yeah, you know what? In Myrtle Beach, there's a place called Polly's Island. You ever hear of it?
I used to live in Hilton Head area, so yes. Yes, I have.
It's got the blue shells up there, of course.
Is there? You'll find a lot scraping the like there.
Oh yeah.
But you'll find a lot of winter crap.
Really? I have not found lentils here. I found them over at Fort DeSoto, but not here.
I didn't think you could find them here in one day. You know, I'm seeing these ladies, they're scraping and they're piles and they're looking. And
Oh wow.
my granddaughter, and they said, yeah, I'll find winter for my granddaughter found fire.
Nice. Very cool.
In an hour.
Wow. Yes.
Research that you would like to see.
I would. I love live lightning whelks. What a beautiful one. Look at the colors on that guy. That's his little trap door, his operculum. Keep him sealed up in there.
Gorgeous.
Color on that. Really,
but it's
really.
alive. Oh,
Yep. He's cool though. He's super,
how
super
gorgeous
cool.
is it?
Very nice. Nice,
You know,
nice.
I found one with
You
my
too.
granddaughter found one, and the thing that we cleaned it was very smelly, bad,
Ugh.
and there was still some. It was dead, but there was still some things in it, whatever. So I put it in my yard.
There's a little auger.
All the ants eat it.
The ants will do a lot of work if you let them. Yeah.
Ate it all.
That's what I do with my urchins. I let the ants do all the work for me. And I'll leave them out there in a box for a month or two and let the ants pick those things pretty clean. Not perfectly clean, but they do fairly well. Well, let's take a look. Yes, indeedy. That is actually, I believe, one of the Pristis egg cockles with the crazy banding across them. Yep. That is an egg cockle, all right. Are you having fun down here? This is a good spot. Yeah, I know. I love it over here. Well, it was a nice one too. Who we got here? Oh wow, look at this little guy.
Oh,
Look at that yellow. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's a pretty one. All right, let's get up here on the flats. What do we got going on here? Tore up pieces of shells. That's a little juvenile fighting conch there. Oh, look at the shell piles up here too. Oh, I gotta go tiny hunt.
That's where they're finding the winter crabs.
Nice. All right, let's come poking around up here, see what we can find in this pile of smalls.
I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dawn. I recently joined your group.
Oh,
And
hey.
I got here late, so I was like, they gotta be here eventually somewhere. I was interested, but I didn't know what time, like, you know, everybody was gonna venture. And all
Well,
that.
we tried shelling on the other side a little bit, and they were running the dredge, and it's like chocolate milk over there. We couldn't see anything. So we started off over at Paradise Grill, but we just moved over here about 15 maybe-ish minutes ago to start shelling over here on this side.
I didn't realize we set up the dog park, and I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna go, you know, for a walk. I didn't realize you could still come.
You can from the dog beach side. They've got it blocked from the other side, but
Yeah.
here at the dog beach side, we still can get around, and look at how shallow it is and how far out it is too. Like
Not even completely low tide yet.
not till 2 minutes to 8.
Okay.
Yep, 7:58 tonight. We will be at dead low.
I have like 3 buckets already. My biggest
Put you back in there.
tonight was up at
Very nice. Found that down here.
You know
Cool.
where I found it? Up in the rocks.
The rocks are the bomb.
Yep, I found a couple
The rocks
of
are the bomb.
lightning rocks and all of that, but I love it. So like when you post on that come shell with me thing,
Mhm.
the next event, gotta make it a point. I mean, I'm up in Holiday, and we've come here, and the last time we came here was a few months ago, and I came home with like at least 30, 40 tulips.
When you come in here in the wintertime, it's redonkulous,
Oh,
dude. It's absolutely
The winter times,
bonkers bananas.
For Odyssey Cruises down in Tarpon Springs. They
Oh,
come
okay,
to,
yeah. I've been out,
Ankle.
actually. That's my video from Ankle was out on Odyssey's boat, yeah.
Oh, really?
Matter of fact, yeah.
And we went out after Idalia because I was, you know, friends. I'm still friends with all the guys there.
Right.
So we took the dive boat out after Idalia and went out there. I mean, I had like the first time ever the biggest horse conch. I mean, it's huge, and it's. I don't know how to
We
tell the
found
difference.
ridiculous stuff after Idalia, and then again after all the winter storms, like that one they named Finn. We hit 5 beaches in 2 days. I have 5 different videos, all called the Finn Finds 5. We found the crazy. We found Genonia down in
Oh my gosh,
Lido.
yeah.
2 Scotch bonnets over at Fort DeSoto. Went up to Sunset. We're picking up fistfuls of sand dollars and all kinds of other stuff. Murexes. Oh my God, the apple Murexes
Yeah, I found a couple
everywhere.
of those tonight.
Yep, there's all kinds of cool stuff down here.
I love this beach. Found that. Now, is that a true tulip?
This guy here is an old fighting conch. One, I can tell by looking at it, it is discolored, but that is a Nobilis Florida fighting conch right there.
Okay. See, the way that, you know, it is, and I'm like, well, it looks old. You know, so.
Well, when we
I'm
find
still
stuff that we
learning.
know is extinct, that we don't find on the beaches, and plus I've got a bunch of reference books. Part of what we did earlier for the event was I was showing people what books I use to reference and look things up in. I was showing people what to do with the Dremel to clean up the nasty shells and all that kind of stuff.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
see because I have so much stuff, and I'm like, I got down here late, and I didn't know where everybody was. In one of your videos, like how you had a little thing, so we went to Walmart, and I'm like, that idea was fantastic. All the little shells in the thing.
Yeah, and all the little guys. And what did we find over here? I've got an operculum John found there, but we found alternate tellins over on the Gulf side. And that's what these guys are here, some nice alternate tellins.
Oh, okay. I thought those were. See, there's a lot of. I use sometimes. I have that book, but then I also use Seek, the app Seek, and then you know shine it on them. And I thought some of them were Discernias.
The Discoloration will be really round with like a little point at the back of them.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen any Discernias yet actually today, but we just got to this end, so I haven't really looked real hard just yet either. You know what? It's nice to meet you too. What's your name? Dawn.
I literally just joined like maybe a week ago. You know, interest because I joined like Shell Crafters and all these other
cool.
things. So it popped up. So I was like, awesome. And I was watching the videos last night. And my husband's like, are you gonna come to bed? I'm like, no, I'm watching her. Leave me alone.
I like the little stuff better. Like, look at these little guys. Look at this cutie pie. Little chestnut turban right there. That's a corrugate jewel box right there, and it's hinged. There's a couple of hinged kitten paws right there. A little auger. Heck yeah.
I know, I love the little ones too.
The little ones are so fun.
And I use them a lot with my, that's why I told my
Oh, I do too.
a lot of stuff for my craft, so we gotta go. All the little ones.
And like, if you're looking for like little Murexes, little augers, little serifs, Fort DeSoto North's a good place to check. And thin cyclinellas, hinged thin cyclinellas have been washing up like crazy over there for a little while now. They usually come out this time of year. And Egmont also is awesome. If you leave from the Fort DeSoto boat launch with Hubbard's and go to Egmont now, it's like half the time it used to be to get out there, and there's shark's teeth out there and all kinds of cool stuff, shell-wise. Yeah, Egmont's pretty great. I love it over there. Well, happy hunting! Well, hi, little puppy.
I think you want those.
Oh, those are serifs and augers. That's what I made those little balls out of. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, thank you so much. I do love these.
And you know, no, I saw you pick them. That's why I picked them for you.
Thank you. I love them.
You know, if ever you need a special shot, you can always call me.
That's a cute tulip, by the way.
I got so many.
Yeah, I hear that.
I have. I can't stop bending.
And if you don't go after a storm, the minute you start seeing people post online, you feel like you missed something if you didn't go. That's like the worst part, the fear of missing out. Oh my gosh. There's a cute little calico clam. Nice. There's a worm snail. Nice. Tore up murex. Very cool. Oh my gosh, there's so many places I want to look and only so much daylight. Jeez. I know. I gotta pick up the pace. And baby's ears some of the time too. Bubbles and baby's ears. We seem to find those guys together. There's a nice little auger there. Look at that color. How lovely.
What do you do with those?
Oh, I covered styrofoam balls and made like gazing balls for a bowl on my coffee table with them. Here's a bubble. I have a bowl on my coffee table.
A bowl.
And I took some styrofoam balls and just put the augers and the serifs all the way around them to make little spiky balls with them, and they came out cool.
They're pretty. You want me to put them in?
Oh, sure.
I mean,
Put these little guys in here too.
You know, now that I'm looking for you, I see them more. I'm looking for my window traps, you know?
I don't see the coffee. Well, I kind of do see the coffee ground stuff a little bit.
And I'll tell you what, I'm a sucker, a total sucker for scallops. Oh my God, I've got bins.
Oh, bins of them at home, bins of them. And I love just the colors. They're so exciting to see. I know, they're so pretty.
You just can't help yourself.
I seriously have an addiction problem because I can't help myself. I just go gaga. And Nancy tells me winter traps can be found down here, so we should probably take a look. What do we got here? A little broken fighting conch there. Shells and shells upon shells and more shells. Some of it's rough looking, some of it's decent. Cool, bigger stuff over here at the bottom. Now a lot of folks are shelling in the water, which I love to do, especially when it's this hot, because, oh man, is it hot. Wow. But I also like coming up here and peeking at the rocks, just to see if anything got washed up in here and hidden. Where did John go? Oh, there he is over there by the dredge pipe. We'll check that out. See what he's got going on. Oh, hey. It's a little paper fig, and it's not broken. That's darling. Cute, cute little paper fig. Lovely. And we have a yellow cockle right here too. That's a nice one. Look at that bright yellow. Gorgeous. All right. All right, now I see this coffee groundy stuff. I see all this little stuff going on right here at the edge. I feel like this is a good spot to look for lentil traps. Maybe we'll get lucky. Ah, look. Oh my gosh, okay. There's a bubble. There's a bubble, there's a bubble, there's part of a bubble, part of a button snail. So there's lots of little things down in here. No, I'm looking for lentil traps. Where, babe?
Most of those things that are pushing the dirt around,
Yeah?
they're always.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm going to go ground and pick them up. Show that is probably no good.
Oh yeah, that moon is in tough shape, but the little whelk and that tiny tulip are precious. There's some cute littles here. I guess I'll put those in my jar.
He's tall, so he'll clean up.
Yeah, there's like a bit of a missing around the front over here, but that's okay.
He'll clean up.
Yep, that
I've
stuff
been
will,
giving everything away.
that stuff will chip right off of there, just like that. Right on.
Found a cone.
Nice. Somebody else was just showing me a really nice alphabet cone a few minutes ago. Oh, look, there's a little baby moon and an operculum right by me. Look at this little tiny moon snail right here. There's a little baby cone. That is, no, that's a seraph.
Where's your operculum?
And there's the operculum right there.
Okay.
But I feel like there would be wentils around this stuff. We're looking. Haven't found one yet.
I'm not looking.
I'm looking. There's a Dulcinea. There's a Dulcinea. Broken one. We'll see if the girls have found these yet. Alright, let's rinse those Dulcineas off. A couple of nice Dulcineas. Put those guys in.
Dig down in there.
It's full of shells too, isn't it?
All the shells are down there.
All the shells are mixed up in with the dirt, yep. With the sand and stuff.
Yep.
What you got? Oh, purplish Tageless. And practically see-through, no less. That's really cool. Put that guy in here. Nice. Look at this line where all this stuff is piled up. Wow. Huh. Oh, nice calico clam deer. I found a paper fig up there.
Did you?
I did. It's a really cute little one.
Cool.
Okay. Now. This looks like maybe wentils could be around here. There's bubbles in it. And there's coffee grounds. Maybe we'll see a wentil. Maybe we'll find a little marginella. Either way would be fun. Kind of don't know where to look first. Ah, there's a worm. One of the Florida worms, all crazy, kinky, curly like that, as opposed to the West Indians that have a much more regular coil on them. Oh, so many goodies to look at. Huh. Look at all these coffee grounds. Coffee grounds and bubbles. See if we see anything good in here. Oh, there's a piece of glass. We'll get that out. This line on the other side of where the pipe is full. And I do mean full of shells. Look at this. Just shells and shells and more shells all mixed up in here. What do we got here on the back side of this pipe? What's this? Beautiful piece of lightning whelk. Nice. A teeny, 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 tiny baby whelk. Oh, that is so sweetly cute. Look how darling. Nice. All right. There you go, little friend. Yeah, I wanted to get out here before the water gets too much deeper and see what's out here in the sand. Holy moly. The size of that Sunray Venus right there. Wow. What'd you find? Let's take a look.
And it's hinged.
It is. It's a hinged corrugate jewel box. Yes, it is.
So cool.
Very nice.
Yay.
Very cool.
I think I found the big piece. I've never found one here.
Did you get a tulip yet?
No, but give it to the girls that are flying back.
Where?
They're having a tough time finding it. The girls that flew down here,
Oh, they were, yeah.
they're here specifically looking for tulips and olives. And I haven't found a tulip.
I got a couple in my bag. You finding anything good?
I found several tulips, probably 10, 15.
You got some tulips finally? I was going to bring you one if you didn't.
Oh my gosh, hers is huge.
There.
Well, I mean, it's beautiful.
There you go.
But,
Enjoy.
I found a cone. But
Nice.
an orange, you know, a Florida cone.
Yeah, I found a really, really ratty one. But it was a cone.
Yeah, there's a cone in there somewhere. Thank you.
Well,
Gorgeous.
well, enjoy it. I'm glad you guys are finding stuff too. In the rocks, out here in the sand, all along. There's just stuff all over the place over here. I love it here in the wintertime when it's dead. Oh man. Winter shelling here at pass-a-grille is insane. What you got, John? I'm coming. I'm not that fast. Was it alive? What you got there?
Oh, I saw that. Nothing alive.
Oh, that's a piece of a bryozoan with some seaweed or a barnacle in there.
That was a creature.
Okay. I found what I'm having for dinner.
The crab claws, huh?
I'm eating with y'all. There you go.
And that's a piece of a fly speck seraph. That little crab leg is super cute. It's a little stone crab.
We're having dinner together.
There you go. Little stone crab
I
claws.
found curculum.
Nice. Look at that little itty bitty whelk.
Oh my god.
And I found a paper fig too. There's a
did
paper
you?
fig right there. Yeah. Let's see what's over here on the beach. Oh, a little hinged pair of prickly cockles. I do so like those for making earrings. They're so pretty. That's lovely. And lots of bubbles. There's another bubble. I would love to find a wental trap here. That would be super. But you know, if I do, I do. I don't, I don't. Any day shelling is better than any day sitting in the house, for certain. And what a fun time here for Come Shell With Me too. Everybody's having a great time. Everybody's got stuff in their bags. We got folks checking out over here by the rocks, here in the flats, all the way around over to there where it's shallow, both sides of the pipe and around the dog beach. And folks have been having quite a bit of success down here at the bottom of pass-a-grille today, which makes me very happy. If you can come in the middle of summer and find shells, and I mean a group of people all finding shells, not just me by myself or me and John, but a group of folks. There's literally dozens of people out here kicking around. Some are here for the event, some are just here to shell. So that should let you know pass-a-grille's a good bet pretty much any time of the year. Here we have a lovely sailor's ear. How nice. All right, sailor's ears and bubbles. Boy, I feel like there should be Whelk traps here. I just do. There's another prickly cockle. Is this guy alive? Nope. Hinged and empty. Awesome. All right, I need to sit down on a rock and take my phone out and see if I can't get a live up. Just kind of show off everybody shelling and having fun. Because we are having an exceedingly good time here tonight. Oh boy, there's stuff in the rocks too, my goodness. Oh, what we got over here? Beatable Whelk. Okay, yeah, I need to sit just for a few minutes. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oh, but it was worth it because I just found a Murex.
You know, I have something and now I have long pulses in my legs. So,
Ta-da! Apple Murex. Nice. I do love apple Murexes. Such a cool shell.
I don't know yet if it came from like,
Look what all is here.
I watch your YouTube and every time you find something, you're so happy.
I am, because it's like I found something, and if I didn't take it, nature was going to take it back anyway. So I always feel like it's like a treasure hunt.
I know, but
Look at these two tulips.
sometimes I wouldn't even pick them, but you're like, oh, look at this, look at that. I think it's so wonderful. I am a treasure.
See if we can find some more. Ugh. Not the easiest spot to get around, that's for sure. Holy smokes. That's a Whelk over there. Man, there's all kinds of cool stuff in here. Oh, that was a pen shell. Oh gosh, there's just so much cool stuff all over the place. I'm seeing fighting conchs all wedged into these rocks. There's a nice scallop there. I'll take him. And then look, there's a tulip back here. I don't know if it's gonna come out. It's wedged. No way. It came out and it's empty. Yes! Ah! Oh, I'm having so much fun. And I'm so excited other people are too. Look at all the people out here shelling. Got Sabrina and Georgianne. There's Keely over there, John's over there, Nancy's right over here by me. A couple other folks back off that direction. So yeah, we're having a really fun time down here at pass-a-grille.
Now at this point while I'm sitting down, I finally got the chance to do something that I've been wanting to do pretty much since I started this channel, and that was to be able to go live and to show you right from the beach, right from the ocean side, what things were like. I just recently upgraded my phone and I finally have the ability to do that now. So let's take a look. Free Come Shell Paradise. Got a lot of folks out here enjoying themselves. We're over here on the other side of the rocks. You can still access this bottom side of the rocks here. Let me just turn the camera so you can see. And there we have the rocks there.
We're at dead low tide right now. It's 7:59 p.m. A bit left of our daylight. Probably got another half hour or so before the sun starts to set. And we've got quite a few folks out here shelling and enjoying pass-a-grille. So much stuff in the water, so many things to find. Let's see, what do I got so far? I picked up a couple of pieces of junk. And I got some yellow cockles. I got a murex in here, some tulips. Let's see if I can grab out one of the tulips, because it was a nice one. There's that big murex right there. Look at that beast. Apple murex. How cool. I did. I'm live right now, babe. Do you want to say hello?
Not really, but
Wave anyway.
here, I'll wave my porculum at you.
Yeah. John's got an operculum for us to check out. That's fun. And look at that. See how the sun kind of just shines right through there? See that? Operculums are thin. And this one here that we have in our hand looks like it goes to a lightning whelk. This squared up edge up there on the top.
Speaking of lightning whelks, did that girl bring that one over to you?
I saw that huge live one. Yeah, that was a beauty.
Pretty olive.
And there, what else do we have here? I got some tinies in my jar. Got a sailor's ear. Got a little baby tulip. Some bubbles.
Right by your bones.
Yep, there is. There is an olive right there.
Here's one for your cleanup class.
Oh, you got a crusty one for me to clean?
Tulip.
I do like crusty shells. We got a video coming up real soon that's going to be called Save the Nasty Shells. For the stuff like this that you're afraid to bring home from the beach. You should not be afraid to bring these home from the beach. This will clean up actually better than you expect it will. What else do we have right around us in this immediate little area? It's kind of hard for me to walk with the phone and the walker in my hand. But I can sit and kind of turn a little bit, see what there is. Picked up a couple of nice tulips here in the rocks already. Here we have a nice little lettered olive. Isn't that lovely? Cute little lettered olive. What you got, honey? And a little juvenile Florida fighting conch. How cute's that guy? Lovely. All right, let's put these in the bag. Let's see what other goodies we can spot just sitting here. See that Dosinia over there on the rocks? And there's a fighting conch wedged under that rock right there. Kind of next to a cockle. See it? And then it's a little bit tucked in behind there. Things get washed up into the rocks here at high tide all the time. So it's very common to find all sorts of fun things hidden up in these rocks. There's piles of shells, by the way, up there. That light colored stuff by the fencing. Yeah, that is all little shells up in there. All right, let's see if I can get myself moved. This is not easy in the rocks with the walker. I'm just gonna say that. Oh my goodness. Good gracious. All right. Pick my way through here. Sorry you don't have a good view. That'll get better in a second. Here we go. What do we got down here? Let's see. Torn up tulip. A beat up fighting conch. I've been holding out for a horse conch today. I was kind of hoping to find one of those. What do we got here? Some nice stuff over here in the water. There's a fighting conch there. Another one right there. I'm trying not to grab those because they're heavy. What do we got here? Another sailor's ear here, I think. Yeah, there's a sailor's ear right there in the water. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see what other goodies we can find. And then when we get done here, we're gonna run over to the Hurricane and have some dinner. A plate to eat. A couple more fighting conchs here in the water. There's one there. And a little guy right there. He's a little older. A little discolored. Ooh, is that a moon? It might be. Let's take a look. It is a really old, crusty moon. He's kind of fun. I kind of like his discoloration. I think I'm going to take that, even though he looks kind of nasty and yucky. But I think he's cool. What other goodies do we have? So much stuff out here in this water, my gosh. Yeah, tide is starting to turn around and start to come back in. We just hit dead low. There's a nice big Van Heining's cockle there. Look at that guy. Beautiful. Some nice beach balls right here. I'll take some of those and give those away for a few folks. I'm sure some folks are going to want these. Look at the colors in the sunset. How beautiful. Now, we found some tulips around here earlier. I'm not seeing as much of them now. That doesn't mean they aren't here. It just means I'm not looking in the right spot. Finding anything good, Keely? Oh, there's a tulip right there.
Oh my God,
and it's a chestnut
finally, and
turbid.
it's not yucky.
Yeah.
It's broken. I don't care if it's broken. It's so pretty.
Nice.
Look, I just found another tulip for the girls.
Oh, good.
He's a little crusty, I think.
Well, he'll clean. He'll clean.
I threw one up here that was pretty crusty.
Oh my gosh, I found another chestnut tulip. That's cute.
Nice. So people are having a lot of fun here today. Let's take a little pan around. Now right there is the barge for the dredge, that guy right there. And this pipe is right behind me, and I can totally hear stuff going through it. Like completely, totally hear stuff going through it right now. Let's see if we can get closer. Oh, look, there's a cute little scallop. How pretty. And an alternate talon. Okay. I got a thing for this shell. Oop. So the phone doesn't like to go horizontal if I'm doing a live. File that away under the knowledge. There's an alternate talon. What a beautiful alternate talon. Nice knobless fighting conch right there. A couple of holes in him, but he's still pretty cool. I'm just gonna take and put the phone over here by this pipe so you can hear stuff is going through it. We were on the other side watching it pump sand, and we were surprised, you know, Saturday night that was even going on. But listen to that. What you hear is sand and water traveling through that dredge pipe because they are actively pumping sand on the other side of us right over here. You can see the pipe sort of trails off, and then there's some heavy equipment back there. They are pumping sand just on the other side of that. How fun. More sand, more shells. Yay. All right, let's take a look near this pipe and see if we see anything cool. A couple people have turned up alphabet cones here today. A number of people have found whelks, fighting conchs, chestnut turbans, alternate talons, prickly cockles, spiny jewel boxes, corrugate jewel boxes, all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, over the pipe we go. I want to see if there's any shells in this pile on the other side of this dredge. As we can see, we've got piles here and rack lines going this way. Then we got kind of a pile here that's stuff that's gotten stuck over here by the pipe. And I don't know why, but I just feel like there'd be good stuff buried in there. I just have this weird feeling. Let's find out. Let's take a look. What do we got down here? A lot of commons, a lot of torn up stuff. Look, there's a little itty bitty auger. Cute, cute, cute little tiny auger there. That's fun. Lots of crossbarred Venuses, lots of arcs. Some surf clams and prickly cockles. All kinds of goodies all over the place. And for those that did sign up through Facebook, some folks got a special little gift. So, Teeth and Tiny Treasures jar. Managed to source where I can get parts of this from. Then I went ahead and did up all the stickers and the little attachment points. So a few folks are going to be going home with those, but if they like them, it will be something that I'll probably end up offering over at the shop. Oh, look at that sunset. Dang. How beautiful. We didn't get a drop of rain. You can see it inland off the other direction, but nothing here at pass-a-grille for us today. It's been an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. What a good time we've had. And we're not quite done because we're going to be heading over to the hurricane for a bite to eat once the sun goes down. So we're going to sign off for right now. Hope you enjoyed this cool little live look at pass-a-grille for the Come Shell With Me 3 event. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks, and remember, get out there and go shelling. Gosh, look at all the fighting conchs out here. My. Now, something else to remember too is when we come at night for low tide, people have been here all day and we're still pulling stuff up out of the water. Look at the amount of shells mixed in with the sand here. Wow. Yeah, we're losing our daylight here. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hungry. Are you getting hangry?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's time for a bite to eat and a boat drink. I like that idea. Now this is always the hardest part of the day because you know it's low tide, you know there's stuff out here, and the light is fading.
To be honest, my headlamps in the back.
Here's a nice Sunray Venus. Have you come up with one of these yet?
And some big ones over here.
Oh, they get monster, like 6 inches over here. They get big. And look at all this stuff, all the big cockles, the Atlantic and the Van Heinings in there. And pen shells, big chunks of Whelk. That's a nice scallop, babe. Ooh, I like the colors of that. That's cool. Boy, it's starting to get dark though. Sun's going behind those clouds. That's what's doing us in. We would have a little more light to mess with, but the clouds off to the west of us on the horizon that are sort of gonna take our sunset away. Doesn't matter. Look how beautiful it is. Absolutely stunning. Great afternoon here at pass-a-grille. Well, we've had a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and evening. Kinds of cool shells, enjoying themselves, but we are indeed running out of daylight. So it's time to get ourselves back around the bottom of the point to the vehicles and over to the hurricane for a bite to eat. Once again, as always, pass-a-grille, the gift that keeps on giving, gave dozens of people today lots and lots of great shells to take home, marvel over and enjoy. Once again, thank you so much, pass-a-grille, for such a beautiful afternoon and evening. Fantastic.
If you want to see me actually doing some drilling and cutting from the day of the event, just to let you know, I didn't have my camera going at that point because I was talking to people while I was doing it, and I wanted to be able to concentrate and not fool around with the camera and all of that stuff. But if you go to the ESH-Way BEEZ-You Shell Buddies page over on Facebook, Keely, one of the attendees, was able to take some video of it while I was actually working on the shells. And I just want to let you know also, I have seen some of the comments from folks saying that you miss when I used to bind it and then work on it and show you the cutting and the drilling and the making process in the same video. So, with a nod to that and some love for the folks that have been watching for a while and remember those days, I'm going to go ahead and do some cutting and drilling and everything clean up stuff for you right now so you can see what it is that I found, and we'll go ahead and work on a couple of things next.
Okay, I've got the GoPro fired up and you can see I'm wearing a mask. This is an N95 particulate mask, and it is an absolute must if you're going to be cutting shells, especially if there's no breeze, which there is no breeze right now, at least not where I'm sitting and working at. And you don't want to breathe this stuff in because it can give you something like a coal miner's type silicosis in your lungs. So it's important to wear a mask and some sort of eye protection if you're going to be doing any cutting or grinding on any shells. So let's take a look at my setup here, what I've got going on. This will give you a great idea of what I actually did at the Come Shell With Me event, where I had a bag of shells that I had grabbed, and I brought a couple of my Dremels and the bits for them, some kind of crusty shells here, and need a little work done on them. Show you what it is that I showed folks while we were at Come Shell With Me. Now I am wearing glasses, but I do have these, which are safety glasses. I'm just going to put them over my glasses, kind of above where my glasses are, because my face is lifting forward a little bit, so that'll keep me from getting anything like up over the top of them. And this is still charged up, I do believe. Yep. So this guy here is set for drilling holes. And then this one here, I'm going to plugged in. But this one here is corded. And I'm going to set this up with a diamond wheel. And alright, since I have a diamond bit that can drill on this one, I'm going to set this one up with a cutting wheel. I also have a grinding wheel out here you can try out as well. But to change this, it doesn't matter if you're using a Dremel or a different manufacturer of tool. You press on some sort of locking button to get this to where you can unlock it and loosen it, and you use the little wrench. Take this off. You don't have to take it off all the way either. This will just slide out. Put that in there, and you tighten this back up. Notice I'm holding that button this whole time too. I haven't let go of it. Now I've tightened it, now I let go of it. And it's just a diamond wheel. And this is good for getting oysters off of things. Well, I should show you what it was that we picked up the other day out there at Come Shell With Me. Got some operculums here, a mini moon and a mini lightning whelk, some bubbles, some augers and seraphes that Nancy helped collect for me, which was great. Some worm snails, there's a baby tulip, a fighting conch, and a couple of older crusty things that we're going to clean up, including this nice Van Heining's cockle with all this junk all over it. We're going to clean that guy up too. Got some yellow cockles and some alternate talons, a couple of white Atlantic similes, there's a few moons and a fig snail in there, a little paper fig, chestnut turban, and an olive. Some regular prickly cockles, a couple of little cones, some sunray Venus clams, including this one, which is very strange and has no sunray marking left on it. There's a few more tulips, calico clams, sailor's ears, dulcineas, and some of the parking lot fossils that you can find right there at pass-a-grille. Now, while we were at pass-a-grille, I did a demonstration how to clean up some of your nasty shells using the Dremel tools to save yourself a lot of work with a pick. I mean, I'm not saying don't use the pick. Definitely use it if you need it. But I'm saying you could save yourself a lot of extra work by picking up a few of the tricks here that I'm about to show. So, alright, find scallops like this a lot, tulips and fighting conchs like this a lot, murexes, got some barnacles and stuff on them. So this is, you know, not uncommon. But this stuff also will come off fairly easily too. Like on a Murex, half the time they'll just pop off. See that? Sometimes, oh, if they're stuck in other little places, they won't. And that's where the pick and the Dremel come in handy. And I'm gonna have to kind of power through some of this stuff because we have rain coming, so yeah. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna start with this scallop. And I wanna chip away at some of this stuff to get this off of here. I got it up about halfway, I guess. Yeah, that's looking better already. Let's hit this side a little. And look at that, no fighting with it, no picking at it. Look at all the oysters off of that side and most of the junk off of this side. Pretty well there. That's a little bit of dirt and stuff, but there is a little bit still left right here that I can work on getting out of there too. There you go. Let's get it wet. Well, that looks a heck of a lot better than it did, doesn't it? Now I got a little yuck in the back of there, and a diamond bit is not great for that. Since we're gonna bring in this round one, see if we can get some of that junk out of there. Again, hold the locking button. Just twist it a little if it doesn't lock down right away. Turn right to loosen. Pull that out, slide that in, tighten it, and then let go. Sure looks better than it did too. But you get the idea. There you go. And this hasn't even gone through a wash or a bleach or anything yet. Just getting this stuff off, and then when you clean it, once this junk is removed, things will be a lot nicer than if you try to clean it first then remove the garbage. So I like to do this before I put them through any kind of bleach wash, if that's what I'm doing with them. But that one's all cleaned up. There we go. Now we're going to try cleaning up stuff with the diamond wheel on that tulip. That's kind of crusty right there. And these should pop off very easily.
Let's take a look at that again, but this time in slow motion so you can really get a sense of what's happening in a very short period of time. The diamond wheel makes contact, and the vibration of it alone is enough to just shake those barnacles right off of that shell. Watch as I just come in here, lightly hit them, and just they just go everywhere. They pop right off of there. That's really satisfying to watch, actually. I kind of like that.
Wow. Alright, normally I wear an apron doing this too, because this makes a big giant mess. But there you have it. It looks 1,000 times better than it did. Look at that. And you see that I just cleaned off some of this ragged edge up here and down through this way so that I can run it through the bleach and then use it in a shadow box. But there you have it. We just cleaned up a tulip. And of course the Murex is going to be much the same thing. So let's give the Murex a hit.
Alright, let's high speed through a little bit of this, and just know that I'm taking oysters off near the top and near the aperture opening. You can see right here there was one stuck right there to the aperture opening as well. A lot of sand in it still too.
Alright, so you saw me get some of the oysters and things like that off around here, around the bottom, around this. Some sand kind of came out of there. This last little spot though, it's a little tight for the wheel, so use a drill bit for this. That was nice. That worked out nicely. Alright, so these guys have a little holes in them and stuff like that, which you couldn't really tell at the beach, but I don't mind that in shadow box shells at all. And I am probably going to end up making a shadow box from this trip. Alright, so I can see there's just a little bit more there. And now we see all cleaned up. How cool that shell actually is. Nice. Very cool. We got the oysters off of it. Alright, now we're going to tackle that big cockle. Actually, hang on a second. I want to tackle this little drill shell first. Let's get that wet so we can see it. Looks like maybe a Gulf oyster drill there. There we go. The little guy is all cleaned up. Cute little drill. Alright, now the big dog. This one. This has got an awful lot of stuff going on with it, so we're going to take out the big gun for that first. And then if we need to, we'll go back in with the detailer and get some of the other things taken care of if they don't pop off. But I'm going to try to go kind of slow on this and then maybe run it back in slow motion so you can watch it as it happens.
let's check this one out in slow motion as well. You can see that I'm not really applying a lot of pressure. I'm just sort of gliding the tool over the top of the shell, and it's more the vibration for the barnacles that gets that to pop right off like that without me really cutting into them. The oysters take a little more work to get those off of there, but the barnacles and the crud and stuff like that, the calcification, all seems to come off with a minimum of pressure applied. Alright, so you get the idea of what I'm doing here. I'm not pressing hard, I'm just basically gliding the tool over and letting it just pop all of this crud and junk off of here. So we're just going to speed through this, the rest of this, as we're finishing up the cleanup on this Van Heining's cockle. And I just wanted you guys to basically see that there's not a lot of pressure or pushing or really hard work involved. It's more about letting the tool and the weight of the tool itself do the work for you, actually. It makes it go a lot easier.
Let's get it wet. Oh my gosh. That looks so much better than it did. Holy cow. Yeah. That took just minutes instead of sitting here for half an hour with a pick popping them all off and then worrying about how to get the extra crud. Like, just quick, done. That is why this is my favorite way to clean shells, because it just makes it just that easy. Cleaning shells isn't all that I do with these. I do drill holes in them too, and I do cut things in half with these diamond blades as well. And to give you an idea of that, I'm going to move the water bowl back over here. And let's see, let's take a look at this scallop here. Get it wet. Alright. Nice little scallop. And to drill a hole in this scallop, take a look at this part of the shell right here. There's like a little triangle, and it's part of the shell's hinging mechanism when both sides are together. That's pretty much the center. It will point you to where you need to drill a hole. Now you see I have these wooden shims in here. That is because I don't want everything submerged way down. That flings water everywhere and it makes a ginormous mess. I want it just in the water. I don't want it in too much water. So I like these shims because then I can prop things up and hold them where I want them and decide how deep or shallow I want something. So I do mark them with a pencil sometimes. Sometimes I don't bother. If I can see that little triangle, no need in bothering. Set the tool and just hold it there and let the weight of the tool do the work. You don't even have to push. And you're through. There's our hole on this side. You make it a little bigger. There we go. And now that little shell has a hole in it. So when we were at Come Shell With Me, I showed that little trick for how to find the center of the shell. Showed people drilling. I also showed how to cut in half with one of these blades too, and how to do a little shaping. This is what you saw me doing with that tulip. So there you have it in a nutshell, basically. How to clean and how to drill, and we're gonna go ahead and cut one here in just a minute. If I want to cut it in half, the shell sort of tells me where, because that little dot there and that little triangle is the center. And then you look for what the tallest point is here, straight across from it, and that's where you cut. There, we cut that in half and we shape these a little, and then we're going to go drill some holes in them to make earrings. And there you have it. Little calico has been cut in half. Got 2 holes in there now so you can make earrings out of it. Fun. So that just gives you an idea of what it is that I was showing folks when we were out at the Come Shell With Me event. Just to introduce you a little bit to the tools and what it is that I do. And there are a couple of other videos that I have that show a lot of this kind of stuff as well. And you can find it in the Mostly Making Stuff playlist. Wow, as much fun as this is out here right now, because I could sit outside and do this for all day. Like, I would not care. But the sky's getting really dark, and that means it's going to get thundery and lightning, and I don't really want to be playing outside with electric power tools in a dish of water while that's going on. So, just another little safety tip note. Do this outside, and do this when the weather is amenable to it. It's hot, but it's not that big a deal. I have a fan on right now, so that's no big deal. But the lightning and the having your hands in the water and all that stuff, that's a little sketchier.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this fun little trip out to pass-a-grille for Come Shell With Me number 3. I do want to do this again this year, but it's a little too sketchy in August and September around Florida. I don't probably need to say why. So right now, what I'm looking at doing is trying to schedule one for the early part of January, just right after the holidays. Some folks come down, I know, in the wintertime for the holidays around here, and usually that's when some of our shelling conditions are at primo peak. So keep your eyes open for some updates here on my channel and over on Facebook as well. Well, we're going to be planning another Come Shell With Me event in the very early part of 2025. Hope you can make it to the next one. And if you want to have adventures like these, find cool stuff, learn how to work on them, hang here with our channel, and remember, get out there and go shelling!